everyone. This is Everything Cryptocurrencies episode 3, and today I'm just going to give you a breakdown of a few cryptos. I'm going to start with Bitcoin, obviously get straight into it. Obviously we've got Bitcoin here, been moving sideways. Obviously we've declined from that all-time high, around $19,800 to $20,000. We've been moving down. Obviously that's since the futures, the Bitcoin futures have gone to the CME and the CBOEs, we've declined. Recently we've had this news about banning of exchanges in Korea. Obviously all these have contributed to the decline in the price. But at the moment we're currently stalling at this zone of support here. It's at around $13,000, say $13,000. And obviously that it falls in confidence in line with the 618 Fibonacci retracement level. So I think as long as we remain above that, we're still bullish for Bitcoin. I mean, even here we've got some support. You take this candle here, the 22nd of December. You can see the low was about 11,160, and that hit in line again with the 786 Fibonacci retracement. So I think as long as we remain above that, Bitcoin's still bullish, even though if you can see here, the moving average has crossed to the downside. Still, we're in this pattern here, like a triangle pattern. So you can see there, 1, 2 here. Price has been supported by this ascending channel here. But at the same time, we've had 2 touches of descending channels. So obviously, once we break this as well, we're going back up. Where we're going back to 2 targets for Bitcoin. We've got 22,500 and then 26,300 once the all-time high is taken out. So obviously here at Everything Cryptocurrencies, we still remain bullish on Bitcoin. Obviously we've got our reasons, our fundamental reasons behind it as well, and obviously technically still looks bullish. Obviously Bitcoin can still decline, but Bitcoin can still, there's still shorts in that scenario to that. Obviously if you go follow us on Instagram, Everything Cryptocurrencies, you can see how I put this up. I think it was 2 weeks ago, maybe last week. We put up a long, here's the long scenario for Everything Cryptocurrencies, here's the short scenario. So obviously Bitcoin can decline if it takes out this. I think for Bitcoin to decline to them targets we mentioned, I think it was about 9,000 and between 5,000 and 6,000. This needs to be taken out, a break and close below the 786, that low there. Then we can see some more downside of to Bitcoin. But I think for now, you can see here, price has been supported heavily by the 618 Fibonacci retracement and that zone of support. So we'll go to Ethereum. Ethereum's had a nice boost on Ethereum as well. Again, another great call on Ethereum by us. If you go to this post here, you can see we're trading around $650, I think it was, $650. We said the target of 1,000 would be met. We met to a T. Obviously now we've boosted above that, taken that out. Today we're trading at around 1,325. What's the next targets for Ethereum? If I bring it up here so you can see high to low, again, 786 Fibonacci retracement supporting the price here. I believe that our next point of call for Ethereum is 1,500 and then 1,650. So just keep an eye on that as well. Watch each daily candle close to see how we move. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'll move on to Ripple. XRP again. If you go to the Instagram page, again, another beautiful call on Ripple here. Obviously second target we haven't met, but first target we reached. If I bring it up here, so our first target from when we were trading at around $2.2, we said the first target was 3.3. So get a 4-hour chart up. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see they're perfect. We hit it to a T almost. The minus 27 Fibonacci extension, we declined back to the downside. So why such a big decline in Ripple? Well, Bitcoin's been declining. To be honest with you, a lot of the cryptos in the top 20, between top 50, they've all either been declining or they've been steady, moving sideways. So, but this is nothing new. We've seen this sideward movements. If I just go back to the daily chart, bear with me 2 seconds. If you look at the weekly chart here, even just take Ripple, look, this sideways movement, I think it's around 20 cents average, just moving sideways, then bang, explosion to the upside. You see that on a lot of the charts of the cryptocurrencies. You have a look for yourself if you understand how to read charts. If you don't, do some training on it, do some research, understand how to read charts, and you can see the sideways movement is then followed by an explosion to the upside. So that's how the cryptos are moving. It looks like it could be moving now. Obviously here you can see the downward movement in Ripple, but Ripple's been supported nicely by this area here, about $1.5. Again, look, we could targets, again, this analysis stays. Obviously, we haven't hit our second target of $4 yet. But I mean, if we're saying from here, Ripple's going to move up to $4, we're trading at $1.8, some good gains as well if you're investing into it. But again, do your own research on anything you're investing in crypto space. And yeah, so again, Ripple, we're still bullish on Ripple. Still bullish on Ripple, its use case, its future use case, current use case even. More partnerships working with banks, so we're still bullish on Ripple technically and fundamentally. So definitely. So we look at Bitcoin Cash. Go out to the daily time frame. So if you look at Bitcoin Cash here, you can see sideways, just moved trapped in this zone here. We've got support, this supported region here of around 2,175, and then we've got resistance, let's say 1,350. We're just moving sideways. What usually happens when you move sideways, you have a big breakout to the upside or the downside. So we'll wait and see what that is. If it's upside, downside potential. If it moves to the downside, it needs to take out the zone support. Then it'll go to $1,700. As long as it remains above that, still bullish. But again, markets do what they want. Price does what it wants. What's the targets on Bitcoin Cash? Once the all-time high is taken out, we've then got $5,500, and then we've got $6,800 on Bitcoin Cash. Again, a lot of controversy surrounding Roger Ver, surrounding Bitcoin Cash. But again, you make your own decisions. You understand what a crypto's use case is, what it does, its purpose, its technology, and then invest accordingly. So that's our technical standpoint of Bitcoin. If we look at the last one, we look at Litecoin. Litecoin here, you can see we've had quite a big drop, obviously, on Litecoin from its all-time high of around $308. We're currently trading at $230. But again, you can see here, supported. We've got support here. This pink area, this is all support. It will fit in line with 50% Fibonacci, trading at like 225. So again, stay above that. Still bullish. Obviously, price did hit the 618 fib. Next target, two targets for Litecoin, all-time highs taken out. We're going to $460 and then $570. Obviously, it's good to look at even handle numbers as well when you've got targets. So instead of a $460, that's there. We could have a $500 target. That's a mean average. That's in between. So maybe if you do buy and hold Litecoin, $500 is a price level you could look at taking some position down, or if in it for the long term like we are. Again, holding. We see the use case of as a cryptocurrency, and that's that. So be sure to check out the website, www.everythingcryptocurrency. You can see here technical analysis, market news, the next Bitcoin where we've broken down a lot of cryptos. Obviously, just recently, the next Bitcoin we've had Walton Chain in there, which makes some massive gains. We've got V Chain again. We're looking at understanding, we're looking and researching the technology behind the cryptos, and do we see a future use case? And if it does, then we invest in it. We purchase. So again, Walton Chain again on the Instagram. We've mentioned it there. Be sure to check it out. And yeah, so that's just a quick technical update. Again, a lot of people looking at the markets, not really doing much, not really seeing them explosive moves. But again, still in its infancy stage, cryptocurrencies. So still early days. So let's see what happens. But again, just research, understand what you're investing in. Don't just invest because your friend told you that he invested in something and then you've invested in it blindly. Do some research, understand. If you don't understand it, don't invest. So, but again, if you want guidance, we're here to help. But again, go to the website, www.everythingcryptocurrency education, cryptocurrency education there. We'll educate you on what blockchain is, what cryptos are, how to invest in them, and everything. Just be sure to check that out and follow us on Instagram for daily, weekly updates on coins, information, news. So yeah, but from us here, take care and see you soon.